The Panama Papers. Now, before I get into all of the information surrounding this controversy, this scandal, I just want to say, in retrospect, I believe that this may be one of the most important videos that I ever make. Um, because there is so much going on behind the scenes here. Not only in regards to the actual, perpetrators um, of the illegal money laundering, corruption, and tax evasion that this leak exposes, but also the fact that this leak was very much intentional. If you don't know what this is all about, basically, we have in 2014 a large data dump from a law firm called Mossack Fonseca. Now, this law firm allegedly helps, large corporations and head honchos, billionaires, etc., hide their money and avoid taxes and commit fraud, this, that, and the other. Some of the major, figureheads exposed in this leak are very well known, like the King of Saudi Arabia, like Jackie Chan. Yes, celebrities, politicians, associates of Vladimir Putin, people within the Chinese government, the Prime Minister of Iceland. Big names. Now, one thing the mainstream media isn't telling you is that this is a massive psyop meant to be released, meant to be leaked. Okay? I'm going to prove that in this video. 100%. There is absolutely no doubting it at this point. If you look at the journalists who have been sifting through this data the past year, and the organizations they're connected to, we have the ICIJ, the International Consortium of Investigative Journalists. This is the organization basically at the forefront of all of this, along with the Pulitzer Center on Crisis Reporting. Now, these two organizations, if you look at their donors, you have, really shady, sketchy groups, like the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, okay? Like the Open Society Foundation. Really? The Open Society Foundation. Thanks, George Soros. Yeah. Okay, the Ford Foundation. Even the Rockefellers are connected to this, okay? The United Nations, right? Of course, if you look at the list of individuals who are implicated, people connected to Putin, Assad, even the Prime Minister of Iceland. A lot of rich, influential people, but you don't see any of these major Western figures being directly implicated at all in these leaks, being exposed at all in these leaks. Where's the Warren Buffetts? Where's the people connected to the Rockefellers and the Rothschilds? You don't see any of that. Okay? Because they're the ones responsible for releasing this. Now, you may be asking, well, what would the point of that be? Why are George Soros and the Open Society Foundation, the Rockefellers, the Ford Foundation, all of these people, by the way, who put Obama into power, helped fund Obama's campaign and all that here in the United States to become president, what would be the motive in this propaganda stunt? And by the way, just for the record, although it is a propaganda stunt, yeah, no doubt that this is all true, though, that these shady individuals exposed in the leak are definitely committing like fraud and tax evasion. Yeah, the leak is true. It's all true, but it's all done by design. It was released for a reason, and that reason is right here. Obama calls for international tax reform amid Panama revelations. Problem, reaction, solution. The same people, buddy with Obama, who put him in power, Mr. George Soros, the Open Society Foundation. The same people who released and sifted through the quote-unquote Panama Papers are now using their puppet to come along and call for international tax reforms, right? I mean, come on. It says right here, we shouldn't make it legal to engage in transactions just to avoid taxes. They want to be able to tax the upper middle class more so. A lot of people think, oh, it's the 1%. No, it's the 0.001% that are committing the most fraud, that are trying to eliminate their competition within the top 5%, within the Fortune 500, within even some of the 1%. And then also the little guy, too. But they also use the little guy bottom up. It's called bottom up power grabs and propaganda stunts. They use the little guy to eliminate competition, their competition as well, calling for socialism and, to destroy the free market, folks, okay? And, yeah, just read this article. The problem is that a lot of this stuff is legal, not illegal. Yeah, they want to make it, they want to implement more laws, international laws, and bring about a more, strict international tax policy in the West and across the world. And then they're going to bring in the World Bank and all of these organizations to help implement it. And it's about world government, folks, okay? That's what this is all about. The Panama Papers, that's what it's for. That's why it's being released, to call for a more strict world government, a more strict global policy implementation. It's about destroying the nation state. It's about opening all the borders, especially here in the West. Oh, man. Just look at this guy, George Soros, okay? Just look at this scumbag, George Soros. Open Society Foundation, again, connected, not just connected, responsible for these leaks, okay? One of the many organizations responsible is George Soros' organization, Open Society. He gives billions to left-wing causes. Of course, these are corrupt left-wing causes, not your typical, left-winger who wants to expose the elite. No, this is, organizations like Acorn, the National Council of La Raza, the Tides yeah, Huffington Post, yeah, the National Organization for Women, Planned Parenthood, thanks, yeah, let's kill some babies, right? Yeah, like I said, he campaigned basically, helped Obama's campaign and jumpstart Obama's political career as well. And Obama's the same guy calling for these international tax reforms. Wants to curtail American sovereignty. Yep. Wants to raise borders. Media Matters. He sponsors these left-wing media organizations that advocate for, a race war and taxing the little guy and the middle class and the upper middle class, shutting down competition. MoveOn.org, Center for American Progress, yeah, environmental extremism. Yeah, let's get the global warming hoax on board here, right? America coming together, currency manipulation. He's very well known to short currencies that are about to collapse, Mr. George Soros, and make a boatload of money off of it. They call him. Some call him the man who broke the Bank of England. Yeah, he's an economic war criminal for sure. Yeah, and another thing about George Soros is that he has, he's very megalomaniacal, thinks he's a god. He's actually said, quote, "I fancied myself as some kind of god. I carried some rather potent messianic fantasies with me from childhood." This guy's a psycho. He's a psychopath, right? This is who we have trying to implement a massive new world order. Okay, people like George Soros, they all have this philosophy that they're gods. They worship the god within, Lucifer, the great Satan, and they believe that they are possessed by demons and all that. Yeah, and that's who we have. I mean, they're just psychotic individuals, obviously. So that's who we have releasing the Panama Papers here, folks. I'll leave links to all this. 100% provable. Case closed. Complete fraud. Panama Papers, whatever. Look, I know it surely is all true. The Panama Papers showing what some of these individuals, have done, like Jackie Chan, evading taxes, offshore bank accounts, and all that. Yeah, I'm sure it's all true, but it's all being released for a reason. Multiple reasons, probably, and we haven't even seen half of them yet. But one of them we're already seeing: international tax reform, a call for world government. We have to be able to regulate, these corporations, these Fortune 500 companies, even these smaller companies that do international business. We have to be able to regulate them so they're not hiding their money offshore. We have to be able to tax them fully and fairly. Yeah, we have to be able to tax them fully and fairly. They just want they just want their money, okay? Yeah, they're the government. They're the corporatocracy, okay? The 0.001%, the corporate elite working with government to tax everybody else, to eliminate their competition, and install a totalitarian world government state, okay? That's what they want. Like Brave New World, like 1984, they're ambitious as heck, and they're psychotic. It's very similar to those of you who saw The Walking Dead season 6 finale. Y'all remember Negan? Negan wants 50% of whatever you have. Even in a zombie apocalypse, taxation is theft. That's right. I'll leave links. Let me know what you think. It's been Press Reset Earth. Keep your head up. Stay real. And no fear.